He's an action figure poser, which means posing action figures is his specialty. SeanSolo8 and it's Vern from OakhurstStudios, who is a master at complaining about pretty much everything. And together, they are the Toy Duo.
Hey.
What's up, guys?
Anyways. Hey. It's the Toy Duo. We're back. It's another Saturday. Your host.
Absolutely.
SeanSolo8. You can find him at youtube.com/SeanSolo8. And then, of course, there's me. You can catch me at youtube.com/VernRants. We are the Toy Duo. We're going to be talking about all kinds of toy stuff. Marvel, Star Wars, Valaverse this weekend. We're going to talk about some Action Force. Memberships are available on my channel. You got custom badges, emojis, community posts. I got some exclusive videos and stuff like that. If you want to join and become a member, feel free to do so. And as always, everybody, if you're here in the chat, please ask question and comment, because a live stream is not any fun when you're just talking to yourselves. I don't know. Do you feel that way?
No, not at all, man. I'm always having fun.
No, so like a live stream where like nobody's watching is fun.
Oh yeah. Well, we always have people watching, so it's good. We're fine.
Yeah. All right.
Everybody that's important watches, right?
That's true. And you know what? If you can't catch us live, we're always got a replay, and we are. I am uploading the audio as podcasts. I try to listen to it back just to hear like myself not paying attention. It's like the craziest thing. Like I'll be listening and then like stuff will get said and it's like I don't hear it for some reason. I think it's just me getting older.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's gotta be, man. Gotta be. Hang on, Vern. My dog's barking like crazy.
Okay, I can hear him. I'm just gonna say hello to some people in the chat. Got they gone. He came in early, 17 minutes early today. Sean was making his tea at start time. So he was running in. Sonny's here. Thanks for joining us. You got Gerard. Hello. Thanks for coming in. We really appreciate it. Connor from Fuller's Figures. Howdy. Let's see. Jonathan Redmond's here. Jonathan, how are you doing? Let's see. Oh, that's everybody that popped up in the chat so far. Anyways, this is our banner for this week. I'm going to take it down really quick, though. And oh, you can see that the poll was tied this week. It was the Baroness and Bib Fortuna. So I did this little picture of them sharing drinks. I wanted to make sure to get the 3 cups in there because that is the best part of that Bib Fortuna release is that they gave him 3 cups. Anyway, so did you watch The Mandalorian this week?
Yeah, I'm still trying to hold my dog back. Somebody outside. So, but yeah, I did.
Is there like a wild animal running around your house right now?
No, it's one of those guys that knocks on the door for surveys and stuff. And I told my wife, I was like, just tell him, go away.
Yeah,
and that's why. So, but just give me a minute here. But you didn't watch the Bad Batch? Huh?
I don't watch the Bad Batch now. Well, my problem is like I had said this before. My problem is the animated shows really don't appeal that much to me. I'd rather watch a live action show, and the more cartoony that it looks, the worse it is. Like the Bad Batch is like kind of like the perfect mesh where I feel like I should be watching because I feel like that's like the artwork that I like to watch and the storylines are probably really good. But for some reason, like when I'm looking for something to watch, that's not my pick.
Yeah, I still got the barking. But yeah, I just love the Bad Batch. In fact, when I watched it the first time around, I preferred the Bad Batch. Let me deal with this, Vern. Okay, I'll be back, man.
Vern, those cups Bib comes with are made from the Rancor HASLLAB plastic. Yeah, probably. We are going to have some conversation about an upcoming HASLLAB because Marvel Legends, of course, teased that HASLLAB. But Sean's going to miss this conversation. So if you guys are in the chat, you want to converse about Mandalorian, the first episode. I thought for the most part, I'm not gonna say any spoilers. That's just me. Like, well, maybe, I don't know. If you didn't watch and you don't want to hear spoilers, you can plug your ears. This isn't going to last very long because the episode wasn't very long. I think it was 37 minutes is what they claimed it was. But if you watched it, then you know the credits were really long because they had to do all the languages and the for the credits in all the different languages that they used. But I didn't understand the first scene that much, on the beach. And in a way, like, it kind of made me feel like, are they not really good soldiers? You know what I mean? Like, they seem like they want to be like they're supposed to be very tough or whatever. But when those guys like went on their jetpacks and landed on the shell, and that's where they planted their explosives, I thought that was kind of like crazy. I'm talking about the Bad Batch. So what I'm talking about is that first scene, right? And I'm talking about how, to me, it didn't really drive, just because I always imagined that the Mandalorians were like these really good like warriors. But when they were fighting that big creature, they went and landed and planted their explosives on the shell creature, which didn't make sense to me. Like, if they had flown up underneath and planted them there, that would have made more sense. But it just seemed like they should know, if they live there and that creature's indigenous, that their weapons and stuff like that are mostly ineffective. And
you're talking about the Mandalorian. You said Bad Batch.
Yeah.
Because there's a creature of the Bad Batch too, and they want that armor on the skin to make stormtrooper uniforms. And I bet you it's going to tie in with like the Last Jedi, like that red plated armor. So maybe that armor has something to do with that. You should really watch it, man, because it actually ties into the Clone Wars too. But the creature's skin is like, nothing can penetrate it. But then again, Mando came in, and blew it up on the side, which.
Yeah, so that's the crazy part, right? Like, they're all on the beach fighting this thing, but it seemed like they weren't very like tactical. So it's like they seemed like they were a clan. They would like be tactical together, and then they used the weapons that they had very ineffectively. There was one scene where the guy was blasting his like fire while the thing was like panning away, and the fire never touched the creature. And I thought to myself, like, man, these are the most haphazard. No wonder they lost the war on Mandalore.
I know. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When I first watched that episode, man, really, I thought, oh, the Bad Batch was actually better. But when I rewatched the episode again last night, dude, the season, or episode 1, season 3 is so good. It is just great. I really did love it the second time around.
I thoroughly enjoyed the Mandalorian, the season 1 episode. I thought it had a lot to it. I really loved that he showed up and talked to Grief Karga. And I just feel like they could be setting up. I know that Cobb Vanth is on Tatooine, right? But it just sets up the idea that maybe Mando can recommend a marshal to Grief Karga, and that marshal could end up being Cobb Vanth. Right?
Oh, that's going to happen. I bet you.
Yeah.
So nailed it there.
Yeah,
it's kind of nice how they touched on Gina Carano too, like that.
Yeah,
they peppered it in and moved on.
Yeah, they like
where
she
could possibly come back.
You think so? And you know what? She could possibly come back as somebody else if she was greatly injured and then needed to be recovered somehow, right? And then like she looks a little bit different or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh, you never know that too. I think they wouldn't. I don't think they're going to recast her at all. I think that there is a chance, though, they may bring her back.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see. Let's just say hello to Duffman's Dioramas. He joined us. Thanks for joining us. He had his little thing pop up in my chat. He's a 3-month member of the Head Swappers.
Sweet.
Nice.
Sweet. And I've got some long-term members on my channel, but I've only got 10. A lot of people canceled.
Yeah. Well, you know what? These are trying times. So, I mean,
how many do you have?
I think right now 14.
Damn, you got me beat. Yeah. Cool.
But I mean, like, it's a trying time. So I mean, I understand it when people have to cancel or whatever. I understand that.
Completely understandable.
Let's see. A creature that size would not be able to sneak up on that close at the beach, as shallow as the one in Mando. Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense too, because they were like walking. Yeah, that whole
Yeah.
scene was just kind of weird, but they had to do something because
To-
they dropped the ball not showing us those episodes from Book of Boba Fett. You know what I mean? Imagine some people. I
yeah.
personally don't think that Grogu was supposed to even be in this season, and they
You don't
just
think so?
caved. I don't think
It's
that. I think it was supposed to be about the Mandalore. The whole thing was about
That's what I thought too.
Palpatine.
Yeah. Well, we got to get there, right? They have
Mhm.
to build that up. Then they have to build up the people who are going to be chasing them throughout the season, which I think are going to be these pirates.
Yeah, which second time around,
Yeah.
those pirates were super cool, man. And then that
Yeah.
space battle, and it just made me think back of, I know everybody online's fighting about Andor, which one's better right now, but
Right.
it made me really appreciate the Mandalorian and Dave Filoni and John Favreau
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
because
absolutely.
there was so many. It's like a video game. I know they're on a quest. That kind of thing was lame. Get this chip and we'll do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the fact that that's how come the game Halo is so good, because like every 5 minutes action happens. You go into a part and then all of a sudden it's a big action scene. Then you go again, another action scene, you go again, another action scene. And that's how the Mandalorian was. And I would say there's maybe 5 action scenes just in that 35-minute episode.
Yeah.
Where Andor, we got 1 action scene every 3 episods. You know what I mean?
I guess that's true, right? Yeah. So I want to say hi to Miriam. She's here. I got let's see, Tina is joined us, and
Yeah,
Rhino
Jonathan
copies. Yeah.
What's up, guys? Absolutely. Those 3 episodes in the Book of Boba Fett were phenomenal. Like how he
Yeah.
got the dark saber and sliced that dude in half. You're like, dude.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was
And
like
then
when
he
we
took
were,
the guy's head off and walked out, into the
right.
hallway, in a bag.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, they did not go there.
You would never expect that. And you know
No.
what's crazy is like I think we were saying like that was the best episode of the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. And I still enjoy the show. People still dog it to this day. And I love the Book of Boba Fett, and I won't change my.
I thought the
was
head
great.
pirate looked like he came out of HR Puff and stuff.
It did. The first appearance, I was like, what is that? But the more I think about it, the red background, the switches on the wall, like I was saying on the second viewing, it was badass, man.
Yeah.
Really cool. And I can't wait to see more.
Well, I really liked it. I just thought that opening battle. So here's what you had told me
Yeah,
once before,
cheesy.
right? You had told me once about like making YouTube videos, and you said like, oh, you got to catch people's attention in that first few moments, right?
About
And
15 seconds. Yep.
and then like that's why you do that little hook where you have like some clip from the middle of your video where
Yep.
it falls over or something. You throw that in there to like it's like a tease of what's to come later in the video.
Oh yeah, because they click on your video and they got to see something to make them go, oh, I'm actually going to watch this.
Yeah. So I'm thinking like, was that what happened with Mando? Like, did they think like, hey, let's throw in this like giant creature right at the beginning? We'll get everybody all hyped up and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I don't even think they needed to do that. But
No,
I mean,
you're right.
otherwise it was pretty good. I mean, I think the effects were good and stuff like that.
The CGI was great.
Yeah.
Really, that monster, was really, really well done. But I think they needed to get your mind. The reason why they did that is they had to introduce the ship. Basically, most people, if they didn't watch the Book of Boba Fett, have no idea what Mando's ship is. And when he comes in and he blows that thing up, that was the introduction.
Right.
Like, whoa, what is that? Who is that? And then all of a sudden, Mando comes out.
Oh yeah, I
Grogu,
can
and
see that.
I think that's why they did that scene.
Yeah, I can see that. That's totally true. Like, oh, he's in a new ship now. Oh, that's Mando. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead Fedison, hello.
What's up, guys? Really appreciate it. Everybody throw a thumbs up on the video. We've got 22 people. It'll throw Vern's channel into the algorithm, and we'll meet more friends, ultimately. Like-minded friends.
Like-minded.
But yeah,
I mean, overall,
Bad Batch, guys, have to watch it because it ties in. There's this 2 episodes of the Clone Wars where it's called Attack of the Zillo Beast or something like that. And ultimately, Palpatine wants to kill this Zillo Beast for the skin because nothing can penetrate it. The Jedi couldn't penetrate it. And it took like all the Jedi coming to actually get this beast. And then the beast dies eventually. But in the Bad Batch, he reappears on this ship, and Scorch from what's that video game that everybody's talking about? And they've got us figures. Republic Commando is in this Bad Batch, and they capture a Zillo Beast, and Palpatine again wants this Zillo Beast, and then it goes into cloning. Like they have the 2 guys that are doing the cloning, and you know, obviously, yeah, dude, it's getting deep. They're starting to tie everything together. So highly recommended watching the Bad Batch.
So let's see, Lobot, and then David R joined us.
What's up, guys?
All right, I'm not going to keep interrupting you whenever somebody jumps in. I'll try to catch them up.
No problem, man. You know me, I'm just rambling. Just had a cup of tea. Some dude was at the door. I have no idea what's going on. It's a Saturday, so let's have some fun. Crazy reveals this week. What did you get this week, Vern?
Okay, you want to talk about some pickups?
Yeah, what did you get this week? Let's show us some toys real quick.
I did pick up the Valaverse Action Force Steel Brigade. Showed up. I don't know. Did I already show that? I got that. I did a head swap with that.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I thought it looks pretty good on there. And then I picked up this week. This is Blowback. He's an Action Force figure. I did have an issue.
Way better than them new GI Joes, huh?
You know what? Here's the funny part is like Valaverse is actually, they're pretty good, but I got to tell you, like, I think they only have a couple of bodies, or they have like a couple of different, like all the females are built on exactly the same frame. Yeah. And the males are pretty much built on all the same frame. There are some different arms that they plug in for, but for the most part, it's the same basic figure. But the difference is with these is the paints are slightly different. You know, I usually complain about like repaints, but then they pack in all of the accessories.
Yeah, that's insane.
Which are different. I mean, if you look at these 2 guys, right? I mean, like really what you're getting is that blank, but you're getting all this like unique looking armaments and stuff like that. And then the different weapons packs that they would have on there. So it makes them look really, really different in a way. This guy I thought was pretty cool just because I wanted the different face. This is one of the better faces that I think that Valaverse has done.
Yeah.
Heads. And I like the way it looked. He kind of looks like, to me, the dude from Snake Eyes movie.
Yeah. Oh, he does, huh? Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to pick this one up. That's Blowback.
Well, is that Flint on the new GI Joe that's out? I don't know, but that one, you know, everybody's making fun of the head mold.
Oh, Falcon.
It's just crazy how GI Joe is like going backwards.
But you know, I saw the complaints on that head, and we talked about it. Oh, you weren't here that week when I pulled up the picture, and I was like saying like, I kind of almost appreciate the different head look because we live in a world where everybody's like really different. And instead of having like, I think I had complained to you about this before about the Marvel Legends, the female characters all have basically the same face. They just different paint and then different hair, right? Like that's the way they used to do it, was like they had like one face. So at least it's like not just one face. At least they're trying to do different looks, even if it doesn't look great. You know what I mean? It does look like a different person.
Yeah, absolutely. They gone. The Jedi could not kill it. The lightsabers, the armor, couldn't, you know, cut through could the lightsaber cut through? Oh, it did, didn't it? On the red armor in The Last Jedi, because they threw the lightsaber and went through the guy's helmet. So, but yeah, the Jedi could not penetrate this Zillo Beast. Wow. Is that all your pickups? I finally got this dude.
I think that's it. I think that's all I got.
Which you've already had, but look, I finally got my Serpentor.
Serpentor came in, huh?
Yeah, pretty cool, man. And I'm sure everybody's seen it. You'll probably never end up on my channel. Probably stay in the box. Again, I don't know why I'm buying these things.
Okay, so I got a question. Yeah, I wanted to ask a question about that then. Like, you got all those G.I. Joes. You've hardly opened any of them. I think you did like 1 or 2 reviews. And then you got the Serpentor. Was that a peer pressure buy?
No, that was a buy it now or I'll miss out, because I know eventually I'll probably open all my G.I. Joes.
Okay. Nice.
Did you get this?
I did not. No.
You're crazy, dude. This is you need this. I think everybody needs that.
I mean, I think it looks really cool. I want to see it in like Target or something.
Yeah, and you probably might. It might end up being a shelf warmer. But yeah, if I didn't get this now, you know, you'll never get it. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know, because it was supposed to be a PulseCon exclusive. Then they re-released it 2 additional times.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely.
So I mean,
But
like,
that's why I got that.
It's possible they're going to re-release it again.
Mm-hmm. But that's why. Oh, and I got 2 of these dudes in.
Oh yeah, I saw
them on the channel. Yeah,
pop that up.
But that's it. And I did show off my Medusa last week, right?
Yes, you did.
But I got her out of the package now, man.
Yeah. Not really nice review on that.
Thanks. Oh, the guy that made the box watched the video and he commented and said, "Hey, I really appreciate you showing off the box," and it made me feel good, because I guess he worked hard on the packaging, and most people probably don't show off the packaging.
Yeah, that's super cool. Is that it?
Yeah, that's all I got. I just wanted to show you my Serpentor. I'm one of the Serpentor boys.
It's a really light week, it seems like. I just remember like showing off figures and having like 10 of them sitting behind me and going, "Oh yeah, I got this."
Those were the days. They're gone.
Yeah, gone. Let's see. Rhino Hobbies is wondering where all the bounties will go in Mando's new ship.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
I think he's going to have to just hook up a chain and like drag them behind the ship in space. They're going to be like carbonized anyways.
Do you think that ship will last long? Do you really
just
think
until they go on sale, retail.
Yeah.
And then they'll blow it up. Oh, and then the broken knife. Yeah, that Valaverse guy, his knife got broken. I bought it from Amazon. I got it off Amazon.
Yeah.
From a third party. And Valaverse basically told me I had to go through them. So
yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
For the price, Valaverse can't be beat. Flew the coop with the Falcon. Yeah. Let's see. The Falcon has been hanging out in the salon. Yeah, too much. Oh, Falcon. Yeah. Because he's got all those wrinkles on his face. They're talking about him. Captain Spaulding. Hello. Got the Kenner Luke from CWC first Star Wars figure. Awesome. Wheels of Chaotic Doom. Hello. He's got his coffee.
Connor's not.
What? Serpentor, because Cobra Commander is the real leader.
Dude.
Wasn't Serpentor like the idea behind Serpentor was like he was created by Mindbender or something like that? He was like genetically enhanced from all these different people. That's why he was like so super duper or whatever. And then he tried to take control. I think that's the story, if I remember it right. Somebody can correct me.
I'm a poser when it comes to G.I. Joe.
Cat's here.
What's up, Cat? I even bought that Mindbender dude, so
yeah,
I don't know.
All right, so I watched that Megan with my wife, and she's like, "Why does he want to watch this movie so many times?"
Me again?
yeah. That Megan, the movie.
Oh, Megan. Oh yeah.
She's like,
I watched that.
She was telling me, she was like, kind of like without my grandkids there, my granddaughter. She's like, I don't know why we're watching this.
Yeah.
Did you watch that with your kids?
My teenagers, yes.
And did they like it?
They love it. Yeah, definitely.
So they like those kinds of movies where there's some blood and gore in there?
Always. They want to see Scream. I think that comes out this weekend or something.
Yeah.
Which I don't really care for those, but my buddy wants to see those too. But I went to the movies. My daughter took me to see Jesus Revolution, and that was actually really good. I was shocked, because she goes to church like 3-4 times a week, and so she was like, "Dad, you want to come see this movie with me?" And I was like, "Oh boy, here we go." But it was actually phenomenal. It was really good because it was about the 70s and the hippies, and they party, dropping acid and stuff like that, and then. They're trying to find something to belong to, and they comes to find out Jesus, is the answer, and it was kind of cool, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
Worth watching.
All right, so yeah, it's DNA from the world's evil leaders.
Yeah,
that's how they made Serpentor. So I know I've been talking about the show Poker Face on Peacock, and there was like some direct message group and blah blah blah, and then. Conversation was going on, and then somebody mentioned Columbo. Did you ever watch Columbo?
Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes that was all that was on TV.
Okay, I remember that Columbo was like a fantastic show for me. I love that whole genre. And then something about Columbo all of a sudden coming into my head made me realize that's exactly what that Poker Face is.
Oh, yeah?
She's basically Columbo. And one of the episodes is, I think, stolen directly from Columbo.
Snap.
Yeah, there's an episode where this guy kills somebody and he's like a DJ on a radio station. He's got this little local radio station. Well, he records like a 25 or 30-minute segment and he plays the recording, sneaks out the window and commits the crime.
Oh,
well,
boy.
that happened in Colombo.
Yeah.
Where the guy like
That's
played a
crazy.
recording and he snuck out the back. I was like, oh my gosh. Anyways, I just thought I'd mention that. But
Yeah.
I think it's pretty smartly written.
That is crazy.
Yeah. And then
Now, isn't that Ryan Johnson, I think, or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, is like it's
Yeah.
crazy about
because he's copying everything. It seems like his Knives Out is, you know, Clue basically.
yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Well, recently they started doing those Death on the Nile movies, right? And I think like that first one was fairly successful. And I think that studios have like said, oh, maybe capitalizing on this kind of murder mystery genre might be the way to go. So who can we get to like do that, whatever? Because they did that Adam. What? Go ahead.
I was just saying, it looks like it's more Columbo fans in the chat. So
yeah, I think, well, that's where I got it from, was one of those message strings. So there were a lot of people who were talking about Columbo. But I think if you liked Columbo and you give that show a shot, you might like find it interesting, or you may just not be interested in the character at all. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I got Peacock, but you know, I've seen the advertisements and just not going down that street. Ryan Johnson, you know, I'm still on boycott.
Just skip to like episode 2 or 3 or something like that, and skip the first episode kind of, and you'll kind of get the idea. She's on the run. She's got to solve these mysteries by telling people they're finding out that people are liars and stuff. The 2 episodes ago was Nick Nolte was in it, and it was he was like a creature maker for movies, and so he was doing some stop motion in the first couple of scenes where you see him, where he's like this old creator and she ends up working for him, but he ends up making like a head of a dude so the lady could face unlock the guy's computer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but
that actually sounds really cool now that you're saying it's kind of like Columbo, and that sounds a lot of fun, actually.
It's just different. It's just different, you know, for like a mystery, whatever. I don't know. Murder, She Wrote. Yeah, see, now we're all on like a tangent of all these like mystery shows. That's what I'm waiting for. The Murder, She Wrote reboot.
Yeah.
Right.
I was into like MacGyver back then. What else was out? You know, I was a MacGyver kid.
Yeah, MacGyver was pretty good. I mean, like, I was too. I mean, that was on when I was like in high school, I think. So I was all about it. MacGyver. And I remember when I got I don't have it up here, but I have Swiss Army knife, the one with all the multifunctions on it, and I still have it from when I was like a kid. So
yeah.
Say JT is saying hello.
What's up?
All right. Okay, so I made this banner. This is for this week. The poll was a tie. We'll talk about Bib, the Baroness, and the 3 cups in a little bit. We talked about episode 1. You want to start going through the reveals?
Sure.
Okay, so we'll go through this week's reveals, and then if you're a member, you know, I made that hot or not emoji, but you can always just jump in the chat. Let us know what you think about the reveals. Okay, I think I got quite a few in here, so it may take a little bit to get through. Are you ready?
Let's rock.
All right. Don't be too excited. All right. Whoops. All right. First of all, I'm sorry. You know, I just threw this in there as kind of like
it's so disgusting. It really is, you know.
Right? I mean, like, did you see the Shooting the Galaxy guy who's like the official photographer of, and he basically comes out and says, "Oh, I've reshot these guys so many times. I was trying to do it different. The Purge Trooper looks really good," is what he said. And I was like, yeah, notice how you didn't say anything about Ned.
I know.
Yeah, I think this is
it's disgusting. And then I listened to Out of the Basement show. They did like, I guess, a 13-minute.
I don't really care what those guys have to say.
Well, they said on this basically that they were saying it needs to fill a plug. It's a slot because I guess Disney is making it mandatory where they make like X amount of Kenobi figures.
I had to block those guys.
No way.
Yeah, so I just really don't want to talk about them at all. Sorry.
You're lying. You're blocking everybody, man. Why you?
I don't block hardly anybody, but when look, somebody came out on social media, went after me a little bit, and these guys kind of
and they jumped in.
and they jumped in on them.
Oh, boy.
And then when I said something back, they held me to a higher standard and tried to tell me that I didn't have any right to defend myself.
Yeah.
So,
well, basically what they're saying, and it's not them, it needs to fill the slot. So this is a slot fill-in. So to make Disney happy, which I don't agree with. I think it's it's an insult to collectors. It really is, man. And you talk about the packaging, Vern, in your video.
Yeah, I was talking about how like the original carbonized figures came in like a special colored box that was like had a metallic sheen to it, and they were windows so you could see the figures and you could just leave them right in there.
Yeah.
And this is just a picture. So as far as you know, there's nothing in that box. Nothing carbonized about the packaging at all, from what I can tell. And I think it's just a way for them to repackage a couple of figures and get some money. Yeah.
Now, if they were to do the Purge Trooper on its own, I think they would maybe, and it would probably sell. But the nerve to pack in Ned that's peg warming right now.
Well, and then to charge $75.
That I know. Oh, why?
So
can you believe it?
Yeah. So the problem here is like you got the Purge Trooper, and even if you put them in that windowless box, I mean, like, what are you going to get out of it?
Yeah.
I mean, like, here's the Sith guy, right?
I know. And look at that.
Guy's not coming out of that package, but I mean, like, when you look at it, it's the whole thing.
Do you have Boba Fett? It was all green.
I don't have the Boba Fett. I stopped about the time we started. Oh, I thought it was like too much, but because they did that Boba Fett and the Vader. But this is the original Mando.
That's the only one I bought. Because it was special when it came out. I remember everybody was hunting it down.
Yeah, it was. I got lucky. I got it on that Force Friday, and then this is the second sister one.
I know I need one version of her. I really do. I was called a shill today because I bought one of those brothers on my video. They're like, "You're a shill." I said, I paid for this with my own money, man. If it was free, maybe. And I still hearted his comment. So
you got Steve O's here. Let's see. Connor says it's not.
It's definitely. This is an insult. I don't think they'll ever get rid of these. We'll see this next Black Friday for what, $25?
Yeah. That's the thing is like, I think, did you see the pictures I posted on Twitter? I mean, like, Shop Goodwill on their online auction already has plenty of like Ned.
Yeah, I saw that. It was a bundle of 10 of them or something.
Yeah, it was a ridiculous number of Neds just hitting like the Goodwill store. So I don't think that this was a smart move by them. But like, granted, somebody had said in one of my comments is like, they probably developed the idea for this product like last year. So they had
and a slot. It needed to fill.
Yeah, and they just didn't know it was going to be, the Purge Trooper, sure, because I think people still want a Purge Trooper. Because even if this guy came just Purge Trooper, and I didn't have one, I might buy the carbonized one just to get the Purge Trooper.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying if the Purge Trooper was on its own, but the Ned is an insult. I regret buying the one I have for $20. And like you, I seen you didn't even open yours yet. Mine's the same way. And I open almost all my Black Series, and I haven't opened that turd.
So even in Australia, Ned is. Anyways, okay, so that's good conversation on that. I'm going to move on to the next slide. Have you seen these Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, I did see that. That's pretty cool. But I try not to look too much so I don't get tempted to buy.
This is the thing. I assume this movie wave of Dungeons and Dragons figures. I haven't bothered with them at all, but I imagine that they're made way better than the that cartoon version of the D&D figures. And so this is like a movie figure. And honestly, just because it's a creature, I mean, I have that big grizzly the Build-A-Figure grizzly, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, this is actually kind of like cool because it's like a giant owl. So I think for like photography and stuff
it
like
does
that,
look cool. Yeah,
it'd be really cool to get.
I'm
But
looking forward to the movie. Unpopular opinion, I'm sure, but I'm looking forward to it. Every trailer I've seen, it makes me go, "Ah, this looks so fun."
yeah, but the problem is with this is I think right out of the box, right out of the gate, the price is going to be prohibitive to me. I'm not going to want to spend that money.
No, none
Yeah,
of them. I haven't picked any of them up except for the cartoons.
yeah. Cat wants the dragon.
Yeah, the Fwoosh reviewed the dragon. I think I haven't watched it, but
Yeah,
if he likes it, it's got to be pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah, cool. Collect the Star Wars. I can't wait for the movie too. I really can't. Looking forward to it.
Wait for discounts. Yeah, I'm going to be waiting. I'm going to be waiting on this guy.
They have gold on their hands though. If they could remake the cartoon into a movie like that VW commercial, I'm sure you've seen that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they would have a huge hit right there.
Probably. Yeah.
And nobody's seeing, like, look at Stranger Things, how well that did. What's another example of good 80s stuff? That Peacock show you're talking about is kind of 80s-ish, is it? I'm guessing. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
think
mean,
it's got a good feel to it, like that retro feel.
Bring it back.
They even do the titling on that poker face with the episodes. They do it in that old-fashioned, like, lettering, like Columbo and stuff like that. I was noticing, yeah.
Because that's what people want,
Yeah. Eric
What's Eric
Brown
saying?
stopped in. He's just working on his nursery. Nice.
Good to see you again, Eric.
Yeah.
In a while. Miss our homies. We just
All
have
right.
a regular crew. That looks really cool, man, if I
All right.
collected these.
I think it's cool
That's
too. I don't collect them, but I think because I was showing the D&D, I wanted to show like this off. I think it looks really cool. So SH Monster Arts is what they're calling them.
Yeah,
So
and they're beautiful. They make, Godzillas, and I think last week we looked at King Ghidorah. What is it? Who knows? It's somebody that is
I'd
gonna
have to go
fight
back and look.
Godzilla.
This is my problem. Like I'll pull the picture because I think it looks really cool. It is. It's something like that, and I can't really remember off the top of my head, but I can try to find it, but not right now.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me just look. Hold on.
I haven't seen. Tina says she liked the first D&D movie. The others are terrible. Hopefully, this new one is really good. I'm not sure which one's the first one. I know the Wayne brothers were in one. I've never seen any of them, only because they got bombed so hard and everybody said don't watch them.
Okay.
But this new one, I don't know. It might be one of those movies. What if, a day before it comes out, everybody says it sucks and it gets like a 20% Rotten Tomatoes? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I may not go see it at that point.
All right. So this is a Gamera 3 Revenge of Iris Gamera. So it's based on it's in their Monster Arts line or whatever.
Yeah.
And it goes along with, I think, like Godzilla and stuff like that. Cause that was one of the other reveals. I didn't get the picture of that, but that Godzilla is out too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Starsky and Hutch. Yeah. Simon and Simon was filmed in San Diego.
I think they tried to bring back Chips, didn't they?
They did a movie.
Okay, that's what it was.
But the problem is they did a Starsky and Hutch movie too, and they just totally turned them into these like
Snoop was in it, wasn't he?
Yeah, they turned them into these like slapstick comedies, and I thought they probably thought they would get that comedic vibe going, but I think people were hoping for like maybe a more serious tone on those, just because they were back then. What about these Fraggles?
Those are so cool, but I think they're what, $59.99. So no, that's a no-go for me.
No, just because of the prices?
Yeah, I would love to have them in my collection. I really would, but at that price, no.
All right. So if I were to say one person, can you think of one person for sure is definitely getting these? I say Dino at Geek Strong's definitely in for all of them.
At that price?
Yeah.
I mean, really, look at them. They're amazing, but that's $200 right there. It's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, I would love them. I loved the show as a kid. I remember you would cry for my parents to get. I think they were HBO only back then.
Yeah.
But I love those because I was a huge Muppet fan. That's why I bought the Diamond Select. See, those prices were good. I think it's $19.99, and you had 2 figures per, and they came with loads of accessories.
Right.
So hopefully Diamond Select comes out with some.
Something like,
Let's
yeah.
hope. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully that would be kind of cool.
But
So
at that price, no.
Cat
Yeah,
Saying
just don't
the
pay that.
Godzilla is amazing. I looked at the
Mhm.
pictures and I didn't pull one down, unfortunately, but yeah, he does look cool. Okay, so McFarlane is making these Demon Slayer figures.
Yeah, seeing that. Good priced.
So they have two versions, right? They have these like little 5-inch ones, and they have the ones
Mhm.
that are like 7 inches. And the difference is like not this guy at the top because I think he's already posed, right? Like that's how he
Yeah.
comes. But these 3 at the bottom are the 5-inch figures, and it looks like they're basically like maybe 3 or 4 POA, like the head, the arm, and the waist maybe turns, but it doesn't look like there's any articulation in the legs on them.
Yeah, I didn't see that either. Some of them, it looked like their arms didn't move too, so I know you're right.
Okay, Dozer's
Those are
hot.
for your pop kind of fans, I guess,
Yeah, I think that this is just so people could get like these really affordable Demon Slayer figures on their like shelf. They're
Yeah.
$10.
Yep, and they are gonna sell, and people are gonna buy them as gifts and stuff,
Yeah.
like,
Oh, absolutely.
somebody bought me, this for Christmas, this Mandalorian helmet. That's the kind of person that's gonna buy that for somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, my
And
dad's
then,
a fan, I'll buy him this.
yeah.
And that's pretty cool, little nightlight.
And then they have these McFarlane sized ones at the bottom. These are these 3 at the bottom, and they are fully posable. 7 inches.
Now, those are gonna sell out, I think. They're gonna be
Yeah, I
very
think
hard
those
to
are
get.
actually cool. The problem that I have with them is being in the 7-inch scale, they're gonna be basically they look like they're gonna be the same height as like your Batman figures. And
Yeah.
they should be like shorter if you were to like
Mhm.
stack them next to each other, but because they're gonna be big, it's gonna turn me off of them.
Yeah, and it looks like they're testing the new packaging too, which, I'm all for that. I think,
Yeah.
that looks really cool.
Okay, so let's
I see
see.
somebody like Dandy, 1981. I don't know if he's a fan of this show. I'm sure he is because he's a super fan of Avatar.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, he might be.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think like if he made any comments about that because I have that one. I have one of the Demon Slayer figures from like a Figure Arts or Mafex or something like that, and
Yeah.
it was really good, the articulation. But I'm just thinking like, man, if they'd made these in that 7-inch scale, like if those smaller ones were fully posable, I would buy all of them.
Yeah. I think you're gonna get these, Vern. You're gonna see them in the store and get them and review them. Did you happen to do the McFarlane? I bet you didn't pull them down, but you know how they did the Wicked Witch of the West, and they're
I
like
don't.
only 10,000 of them made.
Yeah, but those are just statues, right?
I know, but still, I pre-ordered the Wicked Witch only because my daughter is a super fan, and I think those are phenomenal. And if you look at the scope on them, they're incredible, and they're only $24 each.
All right.
Uh,
Well, it looks
but
like these are everybody's saying these are not the people who are actually saying.
no.
Yeah, Lobot's wants the Ninja Scroll
Oh
characters.
yes, please! I love
Connor's
Ninja
not
Scroll.
interested. Let's see.
Ninja Scroll's what got me into anime, and then I
Yeah,
watched Ghost in the Shell, and then I was done. I was hooked.
yeah. I was hoping for some really affordable, maybe Robotech, but I don't
Yeah,
think that's gonna
Inuyasha would be cool.
happen. Wheels of Chaotic Doom is hoping that McFarlane does Akira at some point.
Yeah, wouldn't it be cool? They could really.
Predators. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
And
see, if
then,
McFarlane started doing that, we may start getting new collectors into the game too.
yeah, right. I mean, oh man. All right. Let's see. Oh, these are the 7-inch the 7-inch ones that are posable. I should have checked. I remembered my slide. What about this guy?
I think it's great, and I'm hoping when it goes up for a pre-order in Japan, I'm probably gonna grab it. But that Big Bad Toy Store, they all want $109 and stuff, and I think that's a little too much.
Yeah, it's like they're passing along their import charges to you.
But if I can
Right.
get them for $70, plus, $25 shipping, I'll probably go for it, even though that's only $20 cheaper.
Still $20 cheaper. When I got those
Yeah.
Evolution toys, Super Sentai, I did them off of Hobby Link Japan,
Mhm.
and I saved myself about $60 because
Yeah.
I packaged the 2 sets together, and then I paid for the express shipping, and it was still like $60 less than going to Big Bad because they have to mark up their stuff with that.
Yeah. Now, if you did own this, this would be one of the best figures in your collection.
You think so?
Like
I mean,
posability and looks easily. Yeah.
yeah.
It's amazing. Yes, Connor, this one has guns. It's a
Yeah,
shame. That's a kick in the nuts to somebody that's bought the previous version. It really
right?
is.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is figure arts, and so superposable, right? It's going to probably have a few different faces with it. I'm
Yeah.
guessing. Let me go back to the other.
See, the
And
Legends version is just super good, and that's why I didn't get the other one, because I have the gray Legends version, and it's amazing.
yeah, I have a
One of
Diamond
the
Select
best.
one. The only thing I don't like about him, he comes fully decked out with all his weapons, is I don't like his posability. It's really hard to pose him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
let's see.
loved mine. That was one of the best and funnest videos I've ever made, was my Deadpool video.
Tina saying yes to this one. Captain Spaulding's calling it hot.
This is super
Robot's
hot, yeah.
hot. Yeah. All right. So,
Like I was saying, I may grab this one. I might.
all right. And then
Yeah, that's cool. Ben
Legends
Riley.
came out, right?
Mhm.
So this is all from the Legends. The next ones are all from the Marvel Legends stream this week. This is what, the Ben Riley Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm getting that instantly.
Okay,
Not even thinking.
so here's my only thing about you see he's got the toe bend. So
Yeah.
obviously this is a super articulated, but it looked like the neck was still the old neck, right? Where the bottom of the neck is just attached to the body.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, when are they going to do that double pinned neck, so you can
Yeah.
get some more articulation in that neck and head? Because I think that would be really important for Spider-Man.
I know. Ooh, I
But
gotta pass on this Spidey.
you're going to jump on him.
Oh,
let's
yeah,
see.
because I'm a fan of Ben Riley. Yep.
Yeah. Wheels of Chaotic Doom, pass. Steve-O saying them eyes are really
Yeah.
big. Let's see. And Lobot's just laughing. Anyways, I think I'm kind of middle of the road on the guy. I have a boatload of Spider-Man figures and stuff like that, and I got them all put away right now for the most part. So I don't know what I'm going to do until I see them.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Lobot's calling it hot after all.
Well, I mean, if
And-
it's $34, this is going to be, wait till it goes on clearance.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, no prices were announced. What's the packaging going to be like? That type of stuff, right?
Yeah. I bet it is going to be $34.99, man. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, and if it's that price.
You think these are all going to be like some type of a card, or you think they're going to be a boxed wave?
I think that's a box. It's going to be in a box.
I think there were two different sets that they were announcing, right? This is like the first set, and then you get into that like regular, the vintage or the Avengers set.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be packaged way differently. I think that's going to be like maybe on retro cards or
maybe
something like that. That's what I'm hoping for. So when we get to those, we'll talk about that. But what about this one?
No.
Pass.
I know Steve-O is probably getting that. Collecting Star Wars. Are you getting that? Because I know he bought the, there was that black and white Spider-Man one. What was he called? But I didn't get that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Probably want them.
Wills is saying $34 would be $80 in Australia. And Connor's saying, isn't it funny how they have to use sticky tack to pose their figures?
Yeah.
Well, this is exactly how they have them set up at like conventions, when they put them in like cases and stuff like that. So I wonder if these are all getting prepared to be like hauled off to some convention and thrown into like a display case. And I'm just thinking, what conventions are coming up? WonderCon in LA. I wonder if they're going to be at WonderCon, or did that already?
Now, if everything was $19.99 like the old days, I might get this guy.
Yeah. Okay. So not. Let's see. That's expensive. Sivo saying yes. Spider-Man Wave is very tempting, especially the new Miles.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go, and there's the new Miles.
I got so many Miles figures, but this one, I don't know, man. With that body, they did say it was fully articulated underneath, though.
But I mean, when are you ever taking that piece off?
Yeah, absolutely.
It
does look cool,
right? I don't know.
I know if I seen this on pegs in stores, he'd be going home with me.
Yeah. G-Force jumped in. He says he got his Serpentor also today, Sean.
Cool. Yeah.
All right. So you're
Yeah, I
up.
think Vern did a quick video on his. I think that might be the only one I've ever seen.
So you are a no for this one.
No, this is a maybe. This is a
Okay,
maybe.
maybe. All right. And I think I'm like been a no so far.
Mm-hmm.
And only because to be completely honest, I'm not all 100% in on the Legends anymore.
Yeah, nor am I. Just Spider-Man, and when they make a figure like that spiral,
Okay, so
that's epic.
okay, Vagon's not, Lobot's
Lobot's
not.
not.
Let's see, and then people are saying hi. Okay, so let's move on.
Oh, this is a clearance for me.
Exactly right.
Cool,
It's
though.
like,
Yeah.
okay, good try, fellows. What is he? I don't even know.
The
What
rose.
yeah, the rose. There you go. I was going to call him the flower.
Mm-hmm. They hinted at this during some event. They had it laying next to the Hellraiser or Hellrider thing.
When I see a figure like this, I start thinking like, are they getting ready to come out with like a Dick Tracy line or something like that? And then they just are going to use the bodies really quick for some legends.
No, this guy fought Spider-Man in the comics in the 80s, I think. Well, he didn't fight him, but he was having thugs fight Spidey.
If this guy's on clearance, he could be good for like the parts. Like I could use those shoes, those feet for somebody else who needs some like dressy shoes or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, he's just a really cool character.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah,
he's kind of like the Kingpin, but
not a cool action figure.
Yeah, no, not a cool action figure, but he was good for story.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Crazy 8 360 jumped in. Connor saying not. Let's see. Is that the same as Mr. Negative? Probably. And then I was looking at the face and I was like, is that just the Snake Eyes head that they threw on there and painted it purple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, I was thinking Zemo, Baron Zemo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it could be. But to me, I was like, when I saw it, I was like, is that just a purple Snake Eyes?
Yeah. Rhino remembers the Rose from the 80s. That's where, I remember, think I've seen him in comics. Maybe it was Iron Man, because I collected Iron Man, Silver Surfer, and Spider-Man. Those were my
I like the white suit, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Gary's Grells is here. Hey, Gary.
What's up? What's up?
It's got to be the shoes. I haven't seen
for a while. Yeah, got to be the shoes.
Got to be the shoes. And then Rhino, he's definitely getting this.
Yeah. See, because it's just a cool. The figure is cool.
Miami Vice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true, right? Yeah, he could be. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Right on. Purple Snake Eyes. Let's see.
Yeah.
Well, I checked for Motu Origins figures on US card, offered US prices, Melbourne Corns and Collectors. Okay, so they're talking about pricing in Australia. Yeah. All right, let's what about this one?
Oh, instant. Yeah, love it. Love it, man.
So I know that this one looks like it's got good articulation in there, but I'm just wondering, like, is this going to be your regular articulated figure again? Is this the one that has problems with the legs and the knees?
From what I heard. So,
you know what I mean?
I heard it's the same as the other one, which I have.
Okay. I mean, the hair sculpt on here looks fantastic in my mind. I think like it looks really good. I'm leaning towards a yes on this one, but I'm still going to hold off. And the problem is,
for me.
Yeah, the problem is even in the store, I won't be able to say one way or another because I won't be able to see the figure.
I know, and it's a shame.
Right?
But Jessica Drew, man, straight out of the 80s. That's so sweet. I'm not sure where that costume comes from, though. But
yeah, I don't either.
It's cool.
But it looks good, yeah. Crazy about sharp dressed man. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the son of Kingpin.
Oh, is he? Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Hips look funky but cool. I think, I have a feeling it's just the way it's posed because of the way they do the legs. Lobot's calling it hot.
Definitely.
Let's see. Other items seem comparable. Rhino's going to pick her up. Too small for the hips, but she is
gorgeous looking figure.
All right. And then this one's a little
cool is that? Yeah, it's weird, but it looks so cool.
It does look really cool.
Yeah.
This is also like that, the previous one where I'm leaning towards yes, right? More so, maybe I put the cards in the order. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I won't be buying this one unless
Yeah.
it's like on clearance, and then I'll pick it up. Only because I don't need her in my collection, But
Yeah.
it looks so cool. Shoot, that's awesome looking figure.
I just think it could look really cool in like some pictures and stuff like that. So I'm
Yeah,
leaning a little bit towards this. Connor saying it's hot.
yeah, it is hot, man, no doubt.
Yeah, nice. All right. Well, I'm probably so you're not gonna buy it, but you think it's cool.
Oh, it's a hot, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just don't think I'll buy it.
All right. What about
That's yeah, that's instant for me too. Only because I grew up with Spider-Man fighting him in the comics. So.
Okay, Tina saying that her daughter says,
But it's not a hot.
Daredevil too.
But I'm buying it. Is that good and not? But I'm still buying it.
So I don't. This is what I'm thinking about this figure because one, the only thing about this that appeals to me are those pointy feet, right? Are you looking at this figure going, yeah, that's exactly the pose I'm going to put him in?
Yeah, to be honest too, because that's straight off of a comic book cover. I mean, he fought Spider-Man so many times. I think they had like a 6-issue miniseries where it was Tarantula and Spider-Man. And yeah, I want this only because it's nostalgic for me.
G-Force. I choose to collect only Marvel MCU and Legends because there are so many comic figures. Yeah, that's where you got to draw the line somewhere, right?
You do, yeah. That's why I'm glad I'm not a completionist. I couldn't imagine. Imagine having to have everything.
No, I couldn't. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Lobot saying not. Tina says he looks too.
He does. You guys are going to talk me out of it. I know it's a not, but I need them.
It's that basic, posable body that's just painted. You know what I mean? I have so many of these like Spider-Man and stuff like
that. The photography though that we're gonna get from, like, for example, D Amazing is gonna get his hands on this figure and he's gonna have him pose with Spider-Man. Oh, it's gonna look
well, the best part about him getting the figure is he doesn't have to pay for it.
No, he does. He does.
You think so?
I know he does. Yeah.
No, I think he
the only ones he doesn't pay for is Mezco.
Okay,
some stuff
because he resells all that stuff right through his site, like $100 boxes, $200 boxes, or something.
Yeah, well, those are ones he buys and never gets around to opening because he's got
is that what it is?
Crap, yeah.
Okay, I thought that was all stuff that he was just sent.
No, that's stuff he buys it all. It's just he doesn't open it and sells it.
All right. Connor saying, do it, Sean. Do it. Get it.
Yeah.
Don't let anybody talk you out of it.
I'm getting it. Thank you, Connor. I appreciate it because you guys are making me sad. I was excited about this guy. I know he's got pins and it looks like trash. And
you're talking yourself out because I haven't said anything.
But dude, it's the tarantula.
Okay.
This guy gives Spider-Man.
Why doesn't the spider on his chest look like a tarantula then?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Are you in for this?
I've had this pre-ordered. Yeah. So it's
okay. So they're just showing it.
Yeah. Okay. Because I love Carnage. I love a pinless black suit Spider-Man. Yep. Cool.
This guy's back up for sale again for like $22.
Which one? The original? Which I have on card on the wall.
Yeah.
And I sent.
Did they upgrade the body for this 2-pack or something?
Yeah. This is the pinless. I think maybe toe joints too. But it's a pinless body Spider-Man.
Oh, you might be right because of the way they did this here. You can see his foot up. So yeah.
But this is it's an all new black suit Spidey. So this is, and unfortunately the Carnage I think has pins and stuff, but he's more animated. He comes with a lot of accessories, and yeah, so this is a must-have for me.
Okay. Brian's watching in the car. He's probably upset that he's not able to scream and yell at us about all the Marvel figures.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. Rhino's not.
Yeah, I heard it's the wrong color too, Brian. But it doesn't bother me.
Rolando jumped in.
I know a lot of people are upset, like how who is it? Bill Burr without the stripe on his arm is incorrect.
Yeah,
Or Mando. Those kind of things don't bug me at all. So
well, that's just like, to me. Okay, let's see. Connor saying hot because Venom 2 was a great movie, despite what Jonathan says. He's just trying to cause drama.
Yeah, I got it.
That's all he's doing. Now, that thing about the stripe is just I think the reason why it gets mentioned is because it's just another thing that the Star Wars team has no clue about, because they say stuff like the pinnacle moment in Return of the Jedi when a stormtrooper gets eaten by the Rancor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying too, it's pinnacle moment when Ned fought the Purge Troopers.
Right.
That's why that 2-pack's out.
All right, let's see. Carnage.
Everybody's saying hi, Brian, if you're listening.
And then,
yeah, Tarantula's awesome, and you can repaint that mask if you wanted to. You know.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, not for you.
Is this your number
one?
one?
Bums me out.
Is this your number one figure reveal?
No, but I want what it comes with.
Okay, so
that's not the Aunt May in my mind. The Aunt May is a little older than this in my mind.
Yeah, so here's my problem with this figure, right? This figure was only designed to make that more expensive.
Yeah.
By $30.
That is amazing. I can't wait to get my hands on him.
And that's the old one, right? Because this is like the new one with the articulated.
Yeah.
Because
they're backwards compatible too. Yeah. So because I bought the old one, these arms will fit into the old version. That's so cool.
Yeah. So Doc Ock and the Aunt May in a 2-pack is probably going to be, in my mind, $75.
I don't know. I pre-ordered him already. I'll tell you how much he is. Okay. No, he's cheap. You didn't know how much?
Yeah, please.
I think it's. I think it was $49. Let me check. Hold on.
Really? I will be very.
Here it is, right there. $52.99.
Oh my gosh, I'm very shocked. Okay, $52.
Yeah, I think that's it. I was in on that.
30 something for him, because they would consider him a deluxe with those arms, and then the Aunt May is like,
yeah,
maybe they just made her like a $20 fig then, right?
Yeah, I thought, yeah, I'm in for sure.
Okay, well, 52, that's way better than where I was at.
And supposedly that Shooting the Galaxy took a photo of him standing on his arms too. So
yeah, that's that was in one of the promo pics I saw it online.
Kind of sucks because I wish he was single carded though, because I'd probably buy 2 at that point and take the arms out and stick them on my other one. And
yeah.
But people are upset because look, there's no upper torso cut at all. It's only a waist, like a pivot.
Okay, the pivot. So there's not super articulable, but you get those bendy arms.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I love it. And the face with the visor looks cool.
Yeah. 52 for Doc Ock. They throw in the old
low cost.
Yeah. Let's see. I mean, I wouldn't buy her single card. I'm okay with it being another character. Yeah, I can see that. That's why they did it, because nobody was going to buy that Aunt May by herself.
Absolutely, except for they said some guy on the staff wanted them, huh?
Yeah.
Was it?
And then they had to figure out how to like sell it, right? So they got to sell it with a figure that you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Connor's hoping to pose Aunt May in some epic scenes. It's almost like that Agent Carter, the World War II Agent Carter, Peggy Carter, where they package her with the Steve Rogers. It was like, I don't think like she would have sold easily by herself, because very not posable and stuff like that, the body, and because of the skirt and all that stuff. But I think a lot of people bought that 2-pack.
Yeah, I'm gonna pose her in some scenes and stuff. Connor, you're absolutely right, and Steve-O nailed it here.
Yeah,
it just doesn't make sense. Make it make sense.
Where's my super suit? Yeah.
But basically, for those listening, Steve-O says, why is the carbonized Star Wars pack $25 more than this Doc Ock and Aunt May? Makes no sense at all.
That's because the Purge Trooper and Ned are such valuable Star Wars figures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, because the carbonization that they use for those Black Series, they put gold and silver in the paint. Real gold. Yeah. I don't know why it's...
I think they wanted to make this more expensive, but because of all the backlash lately, They probably fudged in a price and something else, maybe because
they may have like you know, a bigger price tag and realize, oh wait, you know, nobody's going to pay that much, especially because of Aunt May, because they're going to say, oh, you're saying that Aunt May is worth like $30.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that Aunt May, right? If you go back, look at that right at the bottom. She's got 2 extra hands. That's 2 more hands more. Yeah, she comes with 2 more hands than Mantis.
It's crazy.
From the Guardians.
I know. And I'm almost positive that's why they didn't show the hands. Remember how they in the show they're like, oh, we don't have the extra hands yet, because they were going to make everything with 1 of each, I bet, going forward.
Oh, it could be.
And they just said, just take them all out and say we'll show it a future date. Yeah. Now, did you see the Easter egg in the background? They had the box for the Spider-Man movie, the 3-pack.
Yeah, I saw that.
Background. Yeah, that's cool.
That looks cool. All right, Aunt May as Jedi.
Did you order that?
What, the 3-pack?
Yeah.
No.
No. Yeah.
No, I wanted to see if like, are they going to have their faceless? Are they going to have their masks on?
Yeah, I talked to Ways of the Sith and chat about that. They will, for sure. After this gets sold and shipped, then they're going to announce, you know, the single packs with the extra accessories, which everybody that bought the 3-pack are going to rebuy.
Yeah, that's the one I'm going to wait for.
Yeah, it's coming. You know it is. I mean, they'd be stupid. They already have the molds.
All right, what about Thor?
This is a pass for me. It looks super cool, though.
Yeah, the thing is with like Thor, right? Like, so I got my poster up in the back, and the Thor that I have on that poster doesn't have the beard. I have that version that's similar to this where he doesn't have the beard and he's got like the full outfit on, where he has similar to that look, and that's like my favorite Thor, really. This guy does look really cool, and I'm half tempted because of that that other wave that we did, you know, that 10 years or 20 years of the MCU where they package everybody in like double packs. And right down here, let's see who's saying it. There you go. Putting this in with the Destroyer. Yeah. Right. Thor is hot for sure. And then this is what we're talking about, because
that's amazing.
That's a double pack. That's the thing. So it's almost like, I think I can live with another Thor. You know what I mean? But definitely the Thor I'll be posing or using for like my stand-in is going to be the one that I already have. This Thor will
which one is yours?
I have the comic book version of the Thor that looks almost like this, except for he's got the full outfit on and he doesn't.
How about that Target one came with the swinging one? No, and I've never opened it, and that's why I didn't get that.
I didn't get that one. I missed it even when it was on clearance. By the time I realized it was on clearance, they were gone. But this is the real reason to get this. The only thing I'm worried about is the price on this is going to be probably like that
$74.99.
The Ironmonger Stain 2-pack was kind of expensive. Those 2 packs where they had the one bigger and one smaller were kind of expensive. So yeah, this is going to be probably a little bit pricey. Yeah. Let's see. I'll get it when it goes on sale.
Yeah. See, this will go up. It'll sell out. Because I noticed they've been doing that too. They put stuff up, then they let it sell out. And then when it gets closer, you know, they put more up. And then I think they're strategically pushing all this stuff out to get more people to buy it.
Yeah. See, Brian's saying he has that other Thor, and then he's thinking about he could just eBay the Thor, and I think that's right. You could just sell off the one you don't want, right? And then you got the Destroyer. But I think like, I think to get that, I mean, this is almost like a must get.
Yeah.
I don't know, for me, right? I don't know.
Oh, it'll look so cool on display.
And this.
If the dude was here, I'm sure he'd love that. But no, that's an easy pass for me.
This is going to be, I'll probably wait for clearance. I mean, I really love the fact that they did this. This is a very classic look. It looks fantastic. And I'm torn right now because there are so many reveals that have come out that I want to get, that this is like kind of on the lower end of, I want, I want. And the thing is, I wasn't sure, was this going to be like a double pack? Or or was this coming out on its own? But it
Oh,
looks awesome, right? Like, I
Yeah.
mean, I
It
don't know.
looks like it should be in like a 5-pack. How they've been treating stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
you know, that's the thing. You don't know how these are going to go until they actually
Yeah.
show the releases on them. So
Mhm.
Brian's saying, yeah, Photon looks awesome. The Destroyer should be the 12-inch figure, not the Adaptoid. Yeah, you know what? The Destroyer should be a little bit bigger, but I kind of like that he's a little bit more in line with, like, at least a little bit taller than Thor. It makes it, to me, like a little bit, I don't know. Let's see. Brian saying probably with the Secret Wars Doom. That's what I was thinking, you know, like, is that going to be with the Doom? But we'll see. Okay, it's a 2-pack with the Secret Wars Doom. And I thought I had that picture second, but I put this one. This is what, Cersei. And then we got her and the Black Knight. I think he's next, right?
Yeah.
So these two are obviously going to be a double pack. And this looks really cool. I really like the head and the hair and stuff like that on it. And I like the look of it, but it's really just that same.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know either of these characters, so these are passes for me.
Well, you didn't watch the Eternals?
No.
Okay.
Well, I tried twice and I just couldn't, you know.
All right. So the Black Knight, this you get him again. I have his the original Black Marvel Legends figures up on that shelf or whatever. And that's the one I like. He's got the jacket, and I made fun of his like little laser sword. It's all bent. And that's the problem. You put stuff like that in a plastic-free box, they're just going to get damaged. You know what I mean? Did you see the pictures of, like, you know, people opening their boxes, the heads aren't even attached anymore?
Oh, dude, my Iceman's leg was all sideways.
Oh my gosh,
I've experienced it.
Yeah, that plastic-free packaging is just no good.
Yeah.
Let's see. 2-pack with Dr. Rohr. Let's see. Jerry Seinfeld puffy pirate sleeves. Yep. That they're talking about puffy pirate sleeves.
Yeah, then the whole plastic-free, you know, stuff, and then they're selling those figures, you know, Ned and all that plastic is wasted, and they're worried about packing. It makes no sense, man, you know. They're so full of crap.
Yeah, so a 12-inch Destroyer would be taller than the 6.5. Yes, I understand that. I think I was saying that I like the fact that he was more comparable in size. But yes, you're right. A 12-inch Destroyer would be almost twice as tall. Sorry.
See, Brian.
Couldn't get into Eternals. Yeah, and Eternals was hard, especially if you were tired.
Yeah.
Don't eat chips and drive. Okay, Lobot's calling hot. Okay, so what are you getting over there?
I'm putting Medusa back.
Okay. And I'm gonna move on to the next one. This is the Doctor Doom. I should have had this one with the other one.
Yeah.
This is Doctor Doom. This kind of looks like that little 4-inch version, right? That they had.
That's what I think when I see it.
That Secret Wars.
I've got 2 Dooms already, so one I haven't opened yet.
Yeah, I got 3 if I count Galactus and put the Doom head on there.
Yeah, the Fantastic Four Doom, and I have the Doom, I think from the Spider-Man wave or something. Not too sure.
But it's interesting that they said that he was he's like a whole new chest mold, but the rest of him is based on an Iron Man. And you can see it. He's wearing the gauntlets, he's got the boots, he's got the Iron Man. He's Iron Man arms and legs, right?
There you go. Look at that.
Yeah. Okay, but you know what? Like Rhino saying, he had it as a kid, so he's definitely getting this one, and that's really what it is about, right? Recapturing that nostalgia.
Yep, this whole line.
Yeah, so it's good for that. I mean, Lobot hot, you got hot again, right?
Yeah.
Let's see, damn, I'm gonna have to get this Doom. Yep.
Yeah, Doom was my favorite villain as a kid.
Yeah.
Only because there's this Spider-Man cartoon I had on VHS, and I'd rewatch it and rewatch it and rewatch it.
Yeah. So. All right. And then you get the scroll or whatever. And this is I think Mr. Fantastic's arm, right?
Sure is. Looks like it.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I know that he's whatever manipulating the powers or whatever. I know there's somebody's going to be all in on these. Jonathan saying not. I think I'm hoping he's talking about this. I'm a nod on these, all of these.
Yeah.
Next,
Yeah, me
next,
too.
yeah,
These are they're all hot, but nots for me.
yeah.
Hot, but not buying.
Best pick of the week was Vern on an e-bike. That was a
Yeah.
fantastic helmet. Okay, he's talking about. I posted a picture in my members only chat. It's a picture of me when in like 1974 or 75,
Huh.
and I'm wearing this Kamen Rider helmet, and I'm on this like little battery powered like
Oh, no
motorcycle.
way.
Yeah. Lobot is a knot, Rhino's a knot. Yeah, I think we're all in agreement. And this is what I mean. Come on, I think it's just like
Oh,
a head
yeah.
spot, right?
And that's on like the old body
Yeah,
from, you know what, 12 years ago. It's sad.
yeah. I don't think there's any sense in spending too much time on this picture. So,
No.
and then this guy, right? He can supposedly
Yeah.
absorb all the Avengers powers or whatever. That's why he's got the Iron Man and Hawkeye's face and Thor's hammer and Captain
Very
America's
cool that they
shield.
make a big figure for retail, but
I don't know. I mean, like they made those Marvel Legends and they just didn't sell. Nobody wants that
no.
big of a
Yeah.
figure, right? I mean, it looks cool when you stand it if you got like one or two, but I feel like, okay, so now they did the Katie Lang, she's like this tall. They got
Yeah.
this guy, he's that tall. How many times are we going to end up with like a 12-inch figure?
Mhm.
And are they trying to push us to a 12-inch line? Because I moved away from those 12-inch GI Joes to a 6-inch, right?
Yeah.
Action figure, and because otherwise I'd have a whole bunch of 12-inch Star Wars figures.
Yeah. They Gon's buying them all.
It's like buying them all. If she were pinless, I would. Yeah, he's talking. Yeah, the spider. Yeah, I mean, maybe some type of an upgrade. I don't know, right? Like to me, I'm like, but you know what? This is what I'm almost thinking. Like, I guess if you wanted, you could buy an extra Mantis. No, that wouldn't even pass for Gamora, would it? I was thinking maybe you could stick it on a Guardian's body and
Well, she
call
got
it
a beard
Gamora.
or something like molded on her chin.
Let's see. Adaptoid just doesn't look like it fits with the Marvel Legends line. Yeah, that's my problem with this 12-inch figure, right? It just doesn't seem like it fits. It seems like, why don't I take my 12-inch GI Joes and run them around with like my Action Force figures? It's not right. It just doesn't look right. Yeah. Just took the 12-inch Captain America figure and painted him green. Yeah, and then changed the head. I mean, honestly, right? So I wonder if we went back and looked at that 12-inch Marvel Legends and see if they made a 12-inch Captain America and if that's actually him.
Yeah, mine's buried right now. I'd have a look.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not really too buried.
What about Hawkeye?
This isn't a knot for me.
Really?
Yeah, man, I know a lot of people love it.
100%. I am definitely getting this. I do not have a comic version of Hawkeye yet. I do not.
Neither do I.
Don't pay exorbitant prices, so I don't have a version like this. And two, just look at what you got today, Serpentor, and just think about another flying vehicle for your action figures. To me, this thing is just off the charts. Like one of the best.
I've got 3 Hawkeyes, so I'm okay on this.
Okay, well, to me, this is like one of the best things. I know that Hawkeye's probably a mostly redone but I don't have them. But 2, that sled just to me looks cool. And
I'll need to see some reviews. So when you get them, I'll choose.
All right.
But yeah, it looks super cool. But you're going to need multiple of these, aren't you, when they go on clearance?
Oh, if they go on clearance, right?
Yeah.
Like it's almost like the RAM cycles or whatever. I think it's like that would be like really cool just to get even a couple of them would be really neat.
Yeah.
Okay, so
cool.
Oh, go ahead.
No, it looks cool. That's all I'm saying. It looks super cool.
All right. So Jonathan says it's 100% the 12-inch Cap figure painted green. Just Googled it.
Ooh, snap.
So total, right? Like, and who knows how much that thing's gonna. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, oh man, I just can't wait for this thing to like come out.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Blue Harvest jumped in. Hey, Mark.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah. 12-inch Surtur is pretty sick. You know, yeah. Yeah, there's some of the 12-inch figures I guess could look really good. You know, I I have the Rhino that Diamond Select, and he's a little bit bigger than the Legends, right?
I've
So
never
I
seen
like
that. Wonder what
yeah,
he
like
looks
the way
like.
it kinda fits in. What?
I've never seen him before.
Oh, in real life or because
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sure it's on my video.
no, or in video.
Uh, I got him
You never
somewhere.
made a video of him. Never
Oh,
known
because
about it.
I think I might have taken some pictures with him or something like that. But yeah, it's like it's just one of those random pickups you get at like Goodwill or something like that. Tattooing mod bikes. Oh, you're right. I could totally turn those into like those Vespas from.
Oh no. Yeah.
Hold on.
I wonder if we'll ever see that gang in action figure form.
Where's my Rhino? Well, I thought my Rhino was down here on the shelf. I'll have to find him. I'll find him and I'll show him to you.
Yeah, that Marvel Legends Rhino is phenomenal, man. I love that.
Let's see. Space Vespas, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, we'll move on. How about Iron Man?
Ooh, looks so cool, but this is another.
What? No, dude.
I just on a budget, man. If price wasn't a concern, I'd be all in. But
this Iron Man. Okay, so I got to tell you about this Iron Man. In the comics, there's Jim Rhodes takes over the mantle of Iron Man when Tony Stark goes on his little binger or whatever. And there's a issue. It's like one of my favorite issues. And Tony Stark. So something in the microchip in the helmet is messing with Jim Rhodes. Yeah. And he's kind of power hungry. And then Tony Stark shows up. I think he's kind of cleaned himself up. And Rhodes is like, I'm not giving up the Iron Man or whatever. And so the two of them are kind of pitted against each other. Well, Tony Stark has to go get this original armor because it's the only one he could get. And he has to fight this like updated Iron Man with Jim Rhodes in it. And they fight in the episode.
Oh, man.
And it's like, this is so low tech compared to the other armor and stuff like that. But it was to me, that was a really cool issue. That's like one of my favorites. But I think this is just awesome.
Yeah, it is incredible, especially for something like you that has that many Iron Mans. I think I've got 5 Iron Men, so I'm okay.
All right, so Dan's here.
What's up, Dan?
Okay, let's see. Rhino hobbies, hot must get. Lobot's a hot. Cool MK1 Iron Man, but again, it passed. No. Okay, Dandy's definitely a hot. Connor's a not. Yo, Dan, and people are saying hi. So Steve-O. So
it's a hot, but this is hot clearance.
So I have this is like a dual purpose for me because in my mind this is totally Iron Man, but in a way, if you're taking pictures with like your GI Joes or something like that, this could totally be like a metallic like robotic creature or outfit or something that you can use in that kind of realm. I don't know. All right, what about Bruce Banner and the Hulk?
Yeah, that's super cool, man. What are you gonna do about that?
Well, I wore this shirt for a reason.
Yeah, there you go. I think it's awesome how everything matches. The pants and the shirt matches.
I mean, there's my shirt. Yeah, look.
But no, I'm good. I think I've got 2 or 3 Hulks already. So,
all right, Dandy is hot. So here's what I'm hoping with this. Okay, so I'm hoping that when they release it, they'll release it in a package like this, where the Hulk and then maybe Bruce is in the front or maybe just off to the side. But I'm hoping that they'll release it something like this Hulk, where it will still be in like the package. And then it'll be like on a bubble, which will allow them to use the plastic so you can see the figures inside. Because the reason is that way, like I can keep it in the package because I will definitely probably if that's the case, I will probably get 2 of these. Yeah. One to keep just like that and one to open because I've been waiting for something like this in Legends, right? Like I have the Gray Hulk already. But the thing is, it's like, and mostly the same.
Yeah, that's where I would think it'd be tough, because if you have them already, And he comes
But
with what, a ripped shirt too, doesn't he? Or a pipe or something?
yeah, this one came with the ripped shirt. But see, what they did was their expression is a little bit different on the face, but they've also smoothed out the ripples on the chest, so it's much smoother on the chest. So it's not like this one where he's got like the flexing muscles. So they did make some changes, and I think this set just looks awesome. I mean, you know, on the live stream, I was super excited for it. I was jumping up and down. No, I wasn't jumping up and down, but I was like, man, that is like,
no, it's awesome, especially if you're a Hulk fan. This is, you know, this is incredible.
So I was super excited for this one.
I mean, they should always have Hulk on the pegs, you know, Hulk, Spidey. It's just crazy.
Another pass for Jonathan, maybe on clearance. Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be expensive.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah. That's the downside. Is like I'm really going to have to go through my couch for change on that one.
And this will probably never go on clearance, just like that Hulk you just lifted up a minute ago, because I ended up having to get him at the last minute at almost, you know, I can't remember how much I paid, but it was either get him now or you're out.
Right. All right. So we'll move on.
The Hulk sells, man. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, this one's going to be a good one.
Okay.
A completely updated, right? Butterfly joint, Black Widow. This is cool.
It's unbelievable. This is next level, incredible. Somebody complained about the hair. I think it was you. I don't know, but I think it's amazing.
I put that picture in there just because I did not complain about the hair. I thought like that was a really nice touch that they did.
This is the best figure Marvel Legends may have ever created. So,
JT, I was jumping up and down on Oprah's couch.
Yeah.
Oh,
not.
How
dare you?
Oh my gosh.
How dare you?
Yeah. Steve-O's hot. G-Force.
Yeah, super hot. This is like double hot, man. Possibly triple. I'll probably get 2 of these easy, especially if she goes on clearance too.
Yeah.
Just in case if it breaks,
I mean, like,
you know, you want a backup, you know.
So I have that original one where she came on the motorcycle, and it's like this outfit, right? But the arm broke, so definitely it would be cool to, like, you know, if you got a second one, I could just put that head on this one and it would just totally work out.
Yeah. I mean, that head you can put on many of them, couldn't you? Yeah, that's just this is incredible, man. It really is.
Yeah.
How much do you think this is going to be? $34.99, huh?
No, I think this will come out as a $27 price point unless they pack it with another figure.
Yeah.
I don't think that they'll charge this one up just because I think unless they pack her with a whole bunch of stuff like what they could do is pack it with like a stand or something like that, right? That posing stand, and then like they did with the movie version of the in the white outfit. If they did something like that, then they can like definitely like upcharge it. Yeah. She needs articulated neck for that superhero landing pose. Yeah, that's true. That lower neck needs to be. They need to just start doing with that with all.
That head is going to work though, because that's why her hair is short. I think.
You think so?
So she could get into those better poses.
Superhero landing. All right. Poser. Such a poser. All right. All right. So, and then they upgraded the Bucky body, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So this looks pretty good. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm not going to get this.
No, it's amazing though. You know.
Yeah, it does look really awesome. Maybe if I see it in store on clearance, I might pick one up just because. But yeah, no. What do you think the next female figure will be for this newly high articulated body? That's a good question.
Legends Psylocke, probably.
Oh, maybe. That would be a good one.
Yelena would be cool. I'll take that.
Yeah. Got some emojis going on. Not way too buffed. Yeah. Yeah, I think everybody's kind of on the same page there, right? Like, yeah, it's a good idea. I'm glad we updated the body, but I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, if this goes on sale for, you know, 17.99 on Amazon, people are gonna be all over it for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right, and then of course they teased since 1963 HASLLAB. So you know what HASLLAB's
Yeah.
coming. And I
Mhm.
seen like people saying like, oh, somebody put out a poll earlier, Fing Fang Foom or Giant Man, and I know that we
Ooh.
talked about it in one of the things, but I'm like, do
Fing
we
Fang
really?
Foom, I'll get it, but not Giant Man.
Yeah, I mean, do we really need a 24-inch Giant Man? Right?
No.
I mean, they came out with that almost 12, 13-inch one, whatever, however big it was. So I don't know, do
Yeah.
you need one that big? And I'm thinking like it's not going to be like the Sentinel, because if it's Giant Man, you don't need more than one. So there's
Yeah.
not going
Was
to
Fing Fang
be
Foom back then? Because if he is, and they do that,
that
I
was
think
a
that is
build.
gonna break all records.
Yeah, I think originally they had them in a build-a-figure pack with
They
the
did.
Toy Biz or something like that.
Mhm. And I
So
think he's hundreds of dollars
yeah.
today.
But Gary's Grills is saying Quinjet, and I have heard this a
Mhm.
couple of times,
Yeah.
Quinjet, and I almost think like that's a really good bet in a way, like
Yeah.
a vehicle like that. Um, it's got to be Avengers centric, right? Like
Yeah.
that's what you're thinking because of the graphic and stuff like that. So if you're thinking like that, or you got to think of like who's the big villain,
Yeah.
right? I don't know if Giant Man is what they would do. I just don't see it happening. I don't know.
I don't either, especially with the way prices are, because you know they're going to need to charge more, and if they try to get, you know, 350 bucks for a Giant Man, I think people will go crazy, you know, and it won't fund.
Well, this okay, so this will be a very telling thing. Dandy's like joking about the Ghost Rider car, and they're talking about a
Mhm.
flaming horse. Quinjet would be cool. Aunt May's apartment playset could be based on the Mattel Barbie Dream House.
Mhm.
Um, Epic Rancor from the Marvel Universe. Yep.
Yeah.
Could be the Helicarrier. That would only take up my entire garage.
Yeah.
Uh, Goliath or Giant Man. Okay. 6-inch scale Quinjet would be massive. Yeah, it would be, unless, but they're not going to make it to scale, just like that Razor Crest wasn't necessarily scale, right?
Yeah.
Secret Wars Doom Layer, I can see them doing like a playset or a
I
location.
know. I don't know why they don't.
So here's my question about that. So last year we saw that they came out with a $350 car, and then prior to that they had the $400 Galactus. So if they
Mhm.
did another figure on that scale, what would the price be, considering that they have marked up all their other figures about 20% almost,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
15%. So you're looking at another um, 60 to $90 on top of what the previous large figure HASLAB would be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's
now
why it
you're
has to be, if it's not Fing Fang Foom, they're done.
yeah. So you're looking at easily $450 to $500 price tag
Yeah.
for something like that. I think, especially when they have to plan in tiers that have to
Mhm.
get paid for or funded. I don't know. So I think
And
it
it's
would
a
be.
shame because look at the Batcave from McFarlane was 29 bucks that went on
I know,
clearance, but
dude.
that thing folds up and opens up. Why can't we get stuff like that for Legends? It just doesn't make
Listen,
sense.
you're absolutely right. And in our reveals, we're going to go through some of the McFarlane stuff,
Mhm.
and I'm going to show you some prices, and you're going to be amazed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Dandy's $399. Rick nailed it. Okay. So yeah, he said the flaming Rancor with spinning lightsaber eating cookies.
Yeah.
Okay. Avengers Tower playset would be cool. Would double for reviewers as background. I think so too. Like if they
Yeah.
made a really nice diorama background piece, would be
Yeah.
super awesome. Secret
Because
Wars.
that Batcave could be a background for a video.
It could
It's
be. Yeah.
crazy. It's so
That's
beautiful.
Well, that's why I got the Batcave, because I had totally intended to like set it up and have like background set pieces and
Mhm.
stuff like that. Okay, wall if it's Hasbro, yeah, wall, and then whatever it is, it'll probably have 3 to 4 old school Avengers or villains as tiers. Yeah, I agree,
Yeah.
and it will be super cool to see what they put together, right? And then I'm going to have plenty of rant videos as soon as they announce that thing. So it's going to be really.
I mean, NECA made a street thing, didn't they? I don't know how much it was, but it's like 3 levels.
Yeah.
With windows and stuff.
All right.
Yeah,
So
look at the size of that guy.
All right. McFarlane's doing their winter showcase. So there's Spawn. Are you getting any of these?
No.
Okay. I'm not a big Spawn collector either, but I remember Spawn, and I think he looks really, really cool. It's in the McFarlane scale, so I think, right?
Yeah, I've got one Spawn, but I have a lot of Spawn figures, but one Spawn's good enough for me.
All right. I bet that McFarlane 6-inch 89 Batmobile will be $40.
You know, he's strategically trying to do it on purpose because he's trying to destroy Hasbro, I think, deep inside.
So here's the question: is that Batmobile, that 89 Batman Batmobile, is it really a 6-inch scale or is it a 7-inch scale? Because the McFarlane figures are 7 inches. So is it really a 110? And if it's 110, then it's going to be perfect for your 6-inch scales. If it's built anything like those that 6-inch scale Batmobile, that was a little bit small for the Batman, right?
Yeah.
All right. So then they came out with the Superman. This is the
that's amazing. Yeah,
right.
Amazing.
Just awesome.
I'll probably get that because I miss the Hush.
Okay. Yeah, I missed the Hush Superman too. This would be a really good option, except for he's not going to go with my Mafex Hush Batman because he's going to be too tall.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll just kind of go through these winter ones pretty quick. How about this Superman here? Or
no, that's
Steel,
a pattern,
whatever.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's instantly. I even tagged James Gunn in this photo because I was like, dude, we want Batman to look like this on screen.
Okay. So, I do love the crest on this version. This Batman just looks it looks so classic, right?
And I love his shorts, man.
Okay, let's see. Mr. Cheeseburger's here and says it's pinned and has a diaper on it. Okay, so let's see.
Yeah, I like the pinned diapers, man.
5-inch scale, but for the 7-inch line, like the 60s line. Okay.
That looks so amazing. Are you serious, Mr. Cheeseburger? Crazy. Yeah. That's epic, man. And that's going to be, I think they have raised the price on these now to what, $22.99, I think.
Yeah, they raised them
a
little bit.
That's amazing.
It does look cool. I mean, the guy, whoever they got doing the photography is doing a good job.
Yeah, and they're finally fixing the bodies because the bodies used to not, look good.
Yeah, they had some weird articulation to them somehow.
Yeah, but this is going places right here.
All right, let's see. Robin?
That's epic too. Oh, it hurts my eyes looking at this.
Because you know how much money you're going to be spending?
Yeah, because they're just beautiful figures, man. Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, I'm not buying the scale, so it's real tough to look at these pictures and realize I'm not getting any of them because of the scale.
Yeah.
But they are fantastic looking, and I think that they just look cool.
They do. They look so cool. I don't know if I'll buy them, honestly, really. But that Batman for sure. But these, McFarlane is listening to the fans, it seems like, or doing something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, they got a lot of versions to be able to go through. That's like key. And they're not just like rehashing the same thing that you got last week.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, that's incredible.
All right.
This broke the internet, I think, huh?
I think so. So we're looking at the scale wise. I'm thinking this is going to be for the 7-inch figures because, right? Or do you think this is going to be a 4-inch figure?
And imagine if they release his playset in the back with the fences and stuff, dude. I'd buy that too. But yeah, go onto the vehicle, absolutely.
Yeah, I think that is phenomenal. I don't care what scale it's in. I'll probably end up getting this Batmobile. I really like the way this came out. Dan's saying it's a 5-inch, so 5-inch scale, and I'm really hoping that it's a little bit bigger because Rick's saying like 7-inch scale. The multiverse is 7-inch scale, so
yeah,
it's going to be like
a bigger 7-inch.
I hope so, but can you imagine how big is that going to end up being?
How much was the Batmobile? You know, that was what, $44.99, I think, originally, or something.
Yeah,
So
I'm
that's gonna
thinking
be
that Batman will sit
higher.
down in there, and then
Yeah,
basically it'll just be like a little bit longer. I don't think it's going to be like gigantic. I think it's going to be
yeah.
not necessarily to scale,
I
but
think it's
just
gonna come with a Batman.
you think so? Already in there?
Because how's the cape gonna fit otherwise? You know what I mean? They come with those
Well, you
hard
have
plastic
to.
capes.
You'll have to take it off.
How?
I don't know. And then they're asking, "Where's Supergirl?" Yeah, you know what? I didn't see that picture uh, until like
And then also,
yesterday
I
or
was saying the
something like
Wicked
that.
Witch of the West, statue from McFarlane. That's amazing. The detail on
Okay.
that. And there's only
Supergirl
10,000
is
of them.
of what of this?
No, of the Wicked Witch of the West. They're only
Oh,
making
okay, yeah.
10,000 of
I
those.
didn't put those pictures. If you want to find them, we'll throw them up. Like when we
No,
finish
it's fine.
this thing.
It's fine. And I think they made like Pinky and the Brain or something.
Yeah. Okay. And then so this all came from Stateaverse. If you guys don't follow him on Twitter, here's where he is. So he sent these to me. These are the price points that he pulled or somebody pulled from it looks like Target. So this is the Flash movie deluxe vehicle Batmobile, and it's $79.99.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So if that deluxe vehicle Batmobile, the Michael Keaton version, is like $80 basically, and it fits the 7-inch figure, it really, to me, pulls into question the $350 engine of vengeance.
Yeah.
I mean, because that Batmobile looked fairly decently
Mhm.
detailed, and for $80,
Absolutely.
right?
And it's gonna go on clearance too, like they
Yeah.
always do. But there's the Wicked Witch, man.
Well, oh, you're not on your computer.
But look at that, dude.
Yeah, it
That's
looks
a
good.
epic.
Yeah, it does look good.
$24. McFarlane is just killing it. And if you have any Wizard of Oz fans, they're only making 10,000 of those.
All right. And then, of course, he sent me this. This is the McFarlane Toys Flash movie Bat Cycle, the Ben Affleck Bat Cycle, as we saw in the trailer.
Yeah.
And it's $30.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So the Bat Cycle is going to be there. And then the other thing that he sent me was this for McFarlane's Toys Aquaman movie deluxe vehicle, which is going to be $80. So there's another
Yeah.
vehicle out there that we haven't seen yet. So another $80 figure. So yeah, $80, and it's not crowdfunded.
Yeah.
And then there's a Batwing. So any guesses on what the Batwing
Oh,
cost? I'm guessing that's going to be
that's
about
gonna look cool.
149. Or it could be right around $80.
No. It's gonna be, yeah, or the vehicle are cheaper because it's a thinner plastic and yeah, I think that's gonna be cheaper than the
No, $80 for the car, no lights, no figures, no paint. Unless you cut their cape. All right.
I think it's
So
gonna come with a figure probably, yeah.
it could be. It could come with something. Okay, so March 8th is the G.I. Joe Hasbro Pulse fan stream. So next week we'll definitely be talking about G.I. Joe classified series figures. But let's see. Hold on. See, action figure fans aren't buying Hasbro's overpriced excuses. Yeah, I think a lot of people are like
Oh,
holding
they're
them
gonna
up
feel it,
for their
I think.
prices. Yeah. She sounds perfect when you put it like that. If you hate crowdfunding, why buy HASLLABs? Yeah, I'm expanding my Batcave. But because G.I. Joe's doing their fan stream, Valaverse is doing their Valafair this weekend. So yesterday they had their first section reveals. I know you're not into the Action Force line, but they did announce these Desert and Riot Troopers. These are the female versions. So
Yeah.
they come with that same body repainted. And then they're going to
Hang on
have,
a second.
okay, they're going to have 3 different Series 3 packs to go with those figures. So you got a special ops gear pack, Delta gear pack, and a desert gear pack. And I think they look pretty cool. And if you guys are like Action Force fans and you like modifying your figures and stuff like that, I think these are going to be like cool additions to be able to like do that. So they're going to have these 2 additionals, and then the gear packs that you can pick up to modify them. Yeah, they do. They reuse their figures. They're built on a blank. We kind of were talking about that earlier, but they do give you a lot more accessories than the GI Joe and some of those other lines. But anyway, so they had Gemini. They announced this one yesterday. This is basically, I think, like Pandora, because it's got like the sleeveless shirt or whatever, and she's got the gear pack. And this was a new release, and you can see everything that it comes with. One of the things that I thought was really cool about this, and I highlighted this backpack, is I love that little carabiner on there, and I thought it looked really cool that they went to that type of a detail. I had to panic buy Eclipse and Pandora last night. Yeah, they both of. I saw Eclipse was available on the Valaverse website. I don't know if Pandora still is, but it was. And then Connor saying he's all over these. He's never going to financial recover. Yeah, sorry, we're showing this Blue Harvest Palatoy Action Force. So I think it's pretty cool. I mean, this is like, she's got the gritting teeth or whatever and stuff like that. And, you know, their faces aren't always like the best and stuff like that. But I think overall, I think it's pretty decent. We got the Eclipse upgrade gear pack that they announced, and which is kind of cool because she's got the open mouth. So she's screaming, and I like the new vest. This is kind of similar to the one that Pandora is wearing, where you're going to have just like the magazines on the side, and then it's more open in the front. And I kind of like that. And it comes with these extra weapons. And I think it's kind of cool because they're going to have all of these little different accessories that go with it, with the flame effects on the front of the rifles and stuff like that. We got the Kill Switch upgrade gear pack, which is similar to the Eclipse one. And it's also got the open mouth where it's like screaming. And then you got this, this is kind of one of those upgraded vests that you would have seen in the, at the front. So it's pretty cool because it's got the full vest. It looks pretty normal. It's not like crazy with two big holsters on the side and stuff like that, but she's got the sniper rifle with the little puff cloud that goes on the front, showing that it was just fired. You got like the helmet with like the night vision, and then like the headphones. So it looks like it's fully decked out. I think that is really cool. And then we got the Pandora upgraded gear pack that they announced. And it's kind of cool because like all the vest and stuff like that is black. And then it has some beige underneath. I don't know what this is. I think this is just a design that it comes with. I don't think it's like a tattoo or anything. But anyways, here's like a belt to hold this knife. And look at this red color on here. It's like red and black. And I think that they look really cool. I don't know the answer to that question. Why didn't these come with the original figures? Because they came with their own accessories. These are just upgraded packs if you wanted to like change up your figure or make them look a little bit different. So I think that some of these upgrade packs are actually kind of neat, and you can always use them with your other stuff. And look, another machete with a red handle. And then, of course, they came out with these upgrade weapons packs, which are actually pretty cool. Yeah, Rhino saying that they're $13. You can't beat the accessory packs. Blue Harvest says they look awesome. These look epic, but just too hard to get for the money. Yeah, I totally understand how that is, especially if you're shipping and importing or whatever. These weapons are actually kind of cool. You can go through them and like look through them. I think I posted all these on Twitter yesterday after they did the announcements. They look really cool. I like all these effects, like the puff clouds and stuff like that, and the firing effects. And then, of course, they have the 2023 Joe Fest exclusive that they announced. And it's basically that same figure that we saw earlier that has the upgrade pack, but she's got this tattoo. They redid this tattoo on the arm. This is basically the Pandora body, and then they gave it the vest, and then this paint job on the face. And I think it looks really kind of cool. I like the fact that they added the hooded head, and then they also have the screaming head on there. It looks really, really cool. I don't know if I'm not going to be able to get to Joe Fest, so I don't know how I would be able to get something like that. But if you guys are in the area, that's supposedly going to be available there at Joe Fest. Let's see, $13. The golf pack is a must. Yep. Guns. Why is Valaverse at Joe Fest? Because it's all about Joes. Well, okay, so we'll talk about that next week when we talk about G.I. Joe, because I think what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how G.I. Joe and Action Force were two lines and one the same, because from my understanding, and we'll have this discussion next week in detail, and we'll try to get some people. So if you guys think you're knowledgeable about GI Joe or Action Force, let us know, because we'd like to have some people on to talk about it, since they're going to do those GI Joe reveals, and we're going to have more Action Force reveals. But in the States, GI Joe was released as GI Joe, and in the UK it was released as Action Force, because they had no attachment to GI Joe, basically. So Palitoy created the name Action Force, and I think that this Action Force is because Hasbro gave up the naming rights to Action Force, and Valaverse got it and started creating those figures under the Action Force line. And that's why I think they're going to be at Joe Fest.
So are these individual heads, I'm wondering, or what? Because it looked like from the advertisement they're just selling heads.
Okay, so this is the Joe Fest figure, right? So it's going to be this figure, and it's going to come with those 2 additional heads and like all the weapons and accessories. What I was showing earlier were these like upgrade packs. So if you have that Pandora figure, the upgrade pack is this head with the vest and these additional weapons in these different colors. And then there were these other additional upgrade packs that you can get for the figures that they already had out.
Or you can buy the figure complete.
No, the figure doesn't come with this open-faced head
at all. You have to buy the accessory pack.
The figure comes like this. So if you wanted if you get the upgrade pack, you get a different kind of a vest, you get different weapons, and you get that additional head.
How much is this?
Usually the upgrade packs are like $13.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. So those were all announced yesterday on their Valaverse thing. They're going to have part 2 today. I think it's at 2:00 on Pacific Standard Time. But that's pretty much it. You missed all of the Action Force reveals because you're trying to keep out of the line. I went through them fairly quickly and didn't give people a chance to like hot or not them, but there was a lot of conversation. Waze is saying he's going to catch the replay. If I spoke too fast, I'm sorry about that. But oh yes, G-Force is going to Joe Fest. Maybe he'll help me out. We'll see. Let's see. Why is it? So we had a question, why is Valaverse on Joe Fest? I hope I got that right. People were saying the Gulf pack is a must. These are like different weapons packs.
A lot of Valaverse fans.
Yeah, Valaverse. And then Brian is back.
What's up?
Yeah, Brian, the Michelle Rodriguez figure. Yeah. So this figure, you need to use the action points to buy. So is this the figure you need to use the action points? I don't know what the action points are. I'm going to have to look into that. I don't know. I thought it was going to be just available at Joe Fest. If you're talking about the Joe Fest one, I don't know if you could actually get it from their website. Take it easy. Let's see. They seem angry with their mouths open. Yeah, because they're in the middle of shooting, right? Like,
yeah, which is cool, you know.
Yeah. Just for like a photo, right? You can do like and if I was doing stop motion, like I could take a picture with the head with the mouth closed, then swap the head, take one with the mouth open, and then I can just back and forth them, and then maybe make the person look like they were yelling.
Yeah.
Get away from there! Or something like that.
Yeah, it seems a lot of people, though, you know, like Valaverse quite a lot, but they don't want to hate on them, even though originally, the original release had a lot of issues, I guess. They were breaking and they couldn't move, and you had to heat them all up. And then, you know, the owner even came out with like a heat them up video. And then I've seen 2 of your videos where they've broken. And these dogs today. But it seems to me that there are some Valaverse shills, and people don't want to admit it, you know. Now this will be clipped out and posted all over online.
Oh yeah, probably. Well,
get roasted.
So they do have a couple of people that are actually on their Valaverse this weekend. I'm not going to name them at all, but they have reviewed quite a few of their Valaverse. So I don't know if Valaverse is like giving them the stuff to review and stuff like that or whatever. But I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, I didn't tell you, but like a few weeks ago, I actually started getting promotional stuff from Hasbro's marketing team. They were sending me the promotional pictures of when they were of their releases that they did, so like I could post them, and I did do a few of them, like the Guardians of the Galaxy wave and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, I haven't received anything in like a week or so, so I'm thinking I got cut off based on my
no way.
based on my last rant video. But I mean, it's fine. I mean, like, to me, the bottom line is, like, when I'm doing this, I'm gonna tell you what I really think about them, right? So, like, if I like it, you're gonna know. If I don't like it, you're gonna know. If I think, if I disagree with some sort of a marketing practice, I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna, not say it. You know what I mean? That's just how it is.
My dog's still barking, Vern. I'm gonna have to bounce here in a minute.
Okay. Well, we got to show off our Bib Fortuna. Ready to cash in my points. Let's see. First Valaverse. Yeah, so that's the duster probably you got on sale. And then awesome stuff, but the figures are defo get a soft pass compared to other figure lines. Yeah. When it comes to reviews, I think, like, when you think about, like, the Valaverse, I look at them from this perspective. I say they're a smaller company, so I understand they don't have a bunch of stuff to work with, right? Like, so there is going to be some reuse, but I like the fact that they're packing their stuff with, like, accessories.
Yeah.
So
It's phenomenal. All the reviews I've seen, they're amazing figures, but I'm just not going to jump into a whole new line.
All right. So for my picture on the thumbnail, these are the Baroness and Bib Fortuna, and I had them sharing the 3 cups because Bib can't hold all 3 of them. But I think they did a really good job on the Bib. I think I said that in my review. I was really mostly happy with them.
He's like $10 this week on Amazon, guys. So if you want
them. There's my original, and if you look at them, I think that they did a super fabulous job of recreating that original look. This one came with a staff. Now, he didn't have a staff in the movie, so I could easily make fun of the fact that they gave him a staff as an original figure. But I kind of wish they would have stuck along that same line, since they're not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially since they're not upgrading the card backs and stuff like that to be appropriate and stuff like that. They're like, oh, let's keep the classic. Well, then, you know how everybody tries to whatever. They should have given him a staff instead of 3 cups. I mean, I think the only relation he had to 3 cups was when wasn't he the one that ran into R2D2 when he was serving drinks on the sail barge?
Maybe.
Yeah. So then this is the Baroness. They did a really good job. I didn't get my original out because was honestly just too lazy to do it. But I did take this one down, so I'm going to show this one off. Did
the repack come with extra guns, gold guns, or only that's a bike exclusive, huh? How about the carded one too?
Yeah, your guns are black or something like that, right?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know. And these glasses come off. So on the bike, the glasses don't come off, huh? I didn't know that. Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, gold. And then there's like a sword that has like the little cobra thing on it that I don't have that on there. But I have this, and this is from, I got this at Comic-Con many years ago. And
what is that?
around the time that the movies, the G.I. Joe movies were out. So it came in this like box, and it came with this like package that makes it look like it's like leather on the front, stuff like that. And it's
damn, let's get a close up.
Yeah, I'll make it bigger. Hold on.
Man, that's fancy, Vern. Does she move, or is she statue, or what is
No, it's like a 12-inch G.I. Joe type figure.
Yeah,
so
that's very cool.
Posable, the elbows bend. This is all like soft goods.
And what company makes it?
This was Hasbro.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah. So this is based on the Rise of Cobra or whatever, and this is that based on the actor that played the character in the movie. But that's my Baroness figure from.
Yeah, that's cool.
I was originally going to sell this when I first got it. I was like, yeah, I'm going to sell them, and then like nobody was interested at the time. I think the movies didn't do very well and stuff like that. So I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yep.
We went through a lot of releases today.
Oh, yeah.
I think next week we're going to definitely have G.I. Joe and some Action Force stuff to look at. Based on what Dan Yoon was like tweeting out on his Twitter, there's going to be probably some more Marvel Legends announcements this week too, because he's like, just wondering when to drop these and stuff like that. So that could be really cool to see those additional reveals. Maybe we'll get some more hints as to what that HASLLAB was. And you know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about rewatching that stream and just looking at the background, because if they're hiding stuff back there, maybe they hit a clue as to what the HASLLAB's going to be.
Probably knowing them.
Yeah. So I'm surprised nobody's pulled it up yet. See, I think it's because they're indie companies going evil.
Yeah, I'm shocked they didn't show the Spider-Man figures, because they had the box there.
Yeah. Okay. Jonathan voted Bib just so I would have to talk about the cups. Yeah, the cups really got me, dude. I know you're saying like I pick on like the little stuff, like the little red sash on the arms, but those cups are really, that was not an accessory.
No, it's not.
Anyways,
and they could have sold the figure even without the cups. You know what I mean? It's just weird.
Yeah. Well, we talked about that carbonized.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the reveals, and we are all with you that is not the best.
It makes no sense.
Yeah. But anyways, what else you got? You got anything else?
No, that's it, man.
All right. You got anything coming out this week? You want to plug?
I think I'm gonna go on a vintage collection binge, is what I think, for my channel.
Oh, okay, cool.
Just old figures, because vintage collection viewers seem to like, even if they're older figures. So
all right, cool. I'll be looking
and
forward
I'll
to
alienate all my 6-inch people. They'll be like pass, and
right.
But they haven't released no Star Wars stuff, man. It's crazy. Wicked's out there, I guess. People are starting to find Wicked.
Yeah, I think he's finally making his way. I think we're due to get maybe some reveals coming up, hopefully.
And you've had Luke for what, over a month? So
yeah,
I know people have been reviewing him for months. So
the Light Cruiser
I don't know
one.
when I'll get those.
And I know everybody says that's the definitive one. Like they love that one the best, but I almost like my Walmart exclusive one the best.
Yeah, all the photos I've seen and videos, he just doesn't look that good to me. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, articulation wise, it's a really good figure. I think it's well put together, but I do like the look of that one that I got, the Walmart exclusive one.
Because it's like, maybe I'd be in more of a hurry, but this, you know what I mean?
No, I get it. You got your SH Figure Arts, and I think you're good with it. Yeah.
That's just amazing.
All right. So, reach out to us if you guys want to get into the Action Force GI Joe classified conversation next week on the Toy Duo, because that's what I was hoping to do. Maybe invite some people and talk about the differences between Action Force and GI Joe, and I think that's going to be it, right?
Sounds good to me, man.
Okay, we'll see everybody next week.
Happy Saturday.
Yeah, thanks for joining us for the show again, and we'll see you next week, everybody.
Later, all.
He's an action figure poser, which means posing action figures is his specialty. SeanSolo8 and it's Vern from OakhurstStudios, who is a master at complaining about pretty much everything. And together, they are